Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of MMO Introduction. In this series, I've decided to find different MMOs, not the super popular ones, so you probably won't see a while on here, or you might, and just go through a quick rundown of the introductions for them. So basically, like the tutorials, because a lot of these games have tutorials for them, and just show you guys some of these games. Hopefully, you'll see something you're like, oh, I want to try that, and find something that's interesting and not super popular, because there are those games out there that you just got to find them. So if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. I'd love to see them. I'll probably try to check them out. What I am doing in episode 2 is called The Kingdom of Drakkar. You just look it up, you find it, download the application. When you get it done, this will be what happens. Now, because of my setup, I'm going to be dragging stuff from the other screen because it just works better on this smaller screen. It looks cleaner for me. So once you download it, you get this, the login screen. So you'll click create a new account, and you go through all the whole, email and stuff. As you can see, I've already done that. So my name for my account, password's in. So let's go ahead and log in. That will bring you into the lobby. In the lobby, you'll see all the players that are on now. The little dot next to their names tell you that they are paying for their account, so they've got extra perks. This here with the S is a sysops. This is a moderator. They make sure everything's going smoothly, there's no issues. If there's a problem, you let them know, and if you start doing things you shouldn't be doing, they might show up and say, hey, I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. Or hey, you're banned for X days. So you can do any of these. AFK, do not disturb, invisible. Here's me. So if you select AFK, you go gray. Do not disturb, you're red. Invisible. Oh, we're free, we can't go invisible. So I didn't know the system told you that. So this is the chat room, 0. There are other channels. We choose your channel here. And if you wish to go pay or just change a password or something, you click the account, it'll open you to the page you need to do that. So as you can see, I created a character. I accidentally created a character with the same name, which created a little confusion for the system, I think. So we're just going to go ahead and create a new character on top of this one. So we click create here. That brings you to the beginning of the character creation screen. So you choose your character's sex or gender. So I'm going to go male. These are your different races. So you have a city dweller, forest dweller, a mountain dweller, outcast, an underground dweller, and a woodlands dweller. So we're going to go with basic, and it shows you what the sprite will look like. I'm going to go with the city dweller. So I'm going to do a race because I messed up a little bit. So yes. All right. So we're going to do Usagi. Oops. Otaku. All right. At least 3. Okay, it's because I put the 0 in there. So can't do that. Not the 0, the 7. There we go. All right. So now you get to roll your character's stats. So basically you can click re-roll as many times as you want, and it'll just keep throwing numbers up there. If you want to go for perfect, go for it. What I'm going to do as a fighter is I want to get strength and agility to at least have a +2 bonus. If I get like a 3-2 or 4-2, that'd be great. So let's see how long this takes. Takes too long, you guys won't have to sit through it. Depending on your internet connection, you might want to give it a moment to catch up. There it goes. 2-1, that was close. 3-0. It took a little bit last time, but I think we'll get there. 2-4, I'm going to take that. All right, 14 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 13 will, 6 con. Not great, but that's something we can address later. 18 agility, 17 charisma, 42 health, 53 gold, and 17 luck. So other than the con, we got really great stats. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. Okay, so it takes you back here. There's your new character. So we'll play that one. Alright. I like to move this. It will always pop to the top left. I'm not sure if there's a way to change that. New players always read the text scroll box on the right side of the interface here. So you can scroll up by clicking the top of the scroll and it'll show you everything it's popped in here. Scroll back down by clicking the bottom. So default restore location selected. If you die, this is where you will respawn when you hit restore. I'll talk about that part later. But this is where you respawn. If you accidentally slam or get booted somehow, then this is where you should restore. Alright, so welcome to the School of Nork. Beginners, you may begin the game tutorial by clicking the door to the west. Your event status has been reset. So sometimes events are running. They have Christmas events, Easter events. Those are usually a pay thing, what we call Alt 2. Not something we'll really discuss. You can play this. A lot of this game is open to free players now. Before it was Nork, Galeria. You could get to free, and other areas you had to pay, and they've opened it up a lot since then. So it says to click the door. It's already open, so let's click it anyway. Okay, now that you know how to move, click on the various gold tiles. Each one will progressively teach you more about the kingdom of Drakkar. Have fun. I think most of the players that play nowadays aren't too concerned with this, so some of these might be outdated and no longer pertinent, but I'll mention that when we get to them. On this floor, you will learn how to communicate and get help. One of the best ways to learn the game is through the help of another player, but this tutorial will give you some of the basics to get started. Continue south. So you can actually click several spaces away. 3. To talk to other players, type a message beginning with a quotation mark. For example, quotation, hi, this is how I talk to players. So if you want, you could do that. It'll pop up your little chat bar. If you want to be grammatically correct. This is how I talk to players. Now if you'll note, I don't know if you can see it well, but this is blue. So you do that, and it pops here. Other people in the area will be able to see that pop into their scroll box as well. All right. To yell, type a message and start it with an @ symbol. For example, @ this is how to yell. So you see it's red. And man, now this, people outside the immediate screen here. So people outside this room and maybe downstairs might be able to hear it. I'm not sure the exact distance for a yell, but more people will see this than right here. Okay. To enter commands like up, down, or to speak with an NPC, type a message and start it with a pound symbol or an octotroph. This is how to enter a command. So this will not do anything. And it should say invalid command, please rephrase. Yeah, but you saw the text was black. All right. Another great way to find help is in the chat in the pubs. To do that, you have to quit Drakkar and enter the SAS. But don't do that just yet. The next 2 wing tiles in this row explains a little more about the pubs. So this is something we'll kind of skip. That's not how they do it anymore. Even when I first started playing Drakkar, they didn't really have it. So you just have to click here, type in the chat, and hit enter, and people here will see it. This will start flashing gold. So that will be up to them to respond to. Sometimes you get a response, sometimes you don't. So we'll go through it just to see if there's anything that's pertinent to what you're asking about. Yeah, don't do any of that. They don't have that anymore. Yep, nope, nothing like that. A third way to get help is to use the game's internal online help. As you see, I didn't have that set up, but it's up here. You click help. What is, you click on something, and it's supposed to take you to the pertinent page online. But there are pages out there in Kingdom of Drakkar. Some are dated from players that stopped keeping up. A lot of the information you're going to want to access is not going to be big, but I'll put a link in the description that gives you a great page to find the information and resources that you're going to want to need. Alright, from the help pull down menu, what is, like I said, the help topic selection. And again, this should take you to the online manual for the Kingdom of Drakkar. So we'll go to the next room. By now you should have several messages in your narrative window. You can scroll back to read old messages by clicking the top of the scroll roller, and the bottom of the scroll roller returns to the most recent. So, like I said, beginning, this one will get thinner, this one gets fatter, and then back. Alright, to the north is an NPC, a non-player character. NPCs are computer-controlled characters you can interact with. Move to the NPC and you'll learn how to talk to NPCs. He's got a blue box, so I'm not sure what that means. Hello, to begin our conversation, click on my blue identity box in the upper right corner of the screen. When my dialog window appears, click on the Talking Heads button. So they took the Talking Heads button out, I guess. So this just pops up the information. Alright, great, now we're talking. The way to keep talking with me is to type a command message starting with hashtags, or with a pound symbol, followed by my name, a comma, then a keyword. So if you want to know about the keyword, type exactly in which will be shift 3 NPC comma keyword. So let's do that. I'm not the great typist or the greatest typist. All right. NPCs. Some NPC questers have keywords or topics embedded in their dialogue. For instance, if I lost my ring, you would want to know more about my ring. So now ask me NPC ring. Don't forget to use the comma. Now, one of the things is NPCs will have longer names. All you need are the first 3 characters. Okay, so that ring. Here we are. Indeed, I have lost my ring. It is a small leather ring being pawned by a merchant. If you can find it upstairs, bring it back. Put it in your hand and then click again on my discuss button. So, he's given us a quest. So why don't we go ahead and get to that. Drag and drop an item from your possession to the ground. This opens the ground window. To pick up the item, drag and drop it back in your sack or inventory. So, you see we have something in our right hand. We can actually double click it and it gives you a description of it. You're looking at an iron short sword. The item is in average condition. Nothing special, but we can drop it. This brings up your ground scroll, or your ground box here. Shows you what's on the ground. This is your pouch, or your sack, your pouch, and your belt. So let's put it back in my hand actually. Alright, so you can click the sack, brings up your sack. Pouch, so it doesn't hold as much, so this helps you to like keep things organized, like stuff you're going to sell, stuff you're using. Belt, you can only put like weapons in your belt. And this is your person. This shows you what you have equipped. As you can see, we just have, I won't show the description there. You're looking at a leather vest. The item is in average condition, so, and you can just drop it onto your face and you re-equip it. So we'll go north. Click on the, when you're standing on stairs, if you click, it'll automatically go up or down them. Okay, right here. To buy an item, click on the merchant's blue identity box to bring up the shop screen. Drag the item to your hand or sack. Open the sack by pressing the sack button. We already did that. To sell an item, drag it to the shop screen. So you click on him. You can take this and put it here. Takes the money out. It's only 1 gold. You leave. Now we got to take that guy back his ring. So we'll put this in our right hand because it's got to be in our right hand, and we'll talk to him. And it says, well done. Your first quest is complete. As reward for your efforts, I shall add 100 gold pieces to your sack. Continue on upstairs following the gold tiles. Good luck, my friend. So we're going to put this on our belt. So if you put it on your face, it'll put it in your belt. This will actually fit in the sack. I don't know if it'll fit in the pouch. It will not. So there are things that are too big to go in the sack. Then those you would have to put on your belt or carry. Okay, go down. All right, this apothecary sells mend potions, allowing you to heal wounds. Click on the alchemist's blue identity box and buy a potion. To drink a potion right at your face, you can also click the drink button, fourth button on the bottom one. This is the drink button. We click them. He has a potion. We bought it. That's simple. We don't want to drink it, but it does heal us, so we'll hold on to it. All right, sucker seller. Buy a sucker scroll from this merchant. Place it in your right hand. Type form sucker. This turns the scroll into a twig. Place on your belt for now. The twig will come in handy later. So click on him. He's got a nice little sucker scroll. Now, you don't have to type the command because this automatically creates a macro. The problem is it doesn't add it to your default. It starts a new one. But to fix that, you just go up to macros, set macro group. New ones are added to the bottom, so you'll select it. Hit OK. And then to get rid of the one that it created, just select that group and delete it. That way you don't have things all getting cluttered. All right. Now you have to place the sucker in your right hand. It says right there. Then you click this. The scroll crumbles to dust. You hear a soft wind blowing. I have a twig. We'll go down here. This is the bank. Click on the banker just as you would a merchant. This opens the banking screen and allows you to deposit gold or withdraw as you choose. So you click on him. He says, welcome. You have 0 gold in deposit and 52 in your sack. You might be like, well, why do I need to keep the gold in the bank? Well, this is your encumbrance display. The heavier that is, the slower you move. Because you're getting encumbered. You don't want to carry all that gold on you. Also, there might be creatures that kill you and you drop all your gold. Then you've lost it. So, if you'd like to deposit, you can either type in the amount or give an amount over what you have and it'll put everything in it. So you see it's swapped around. So we'll leave the bank. Alright, over here. You're standing before your locker. To open it, step on the locker. Then from the top pull-down menu, show, then locker. This opens the locker window. You can store extra items here, though you probably won't need it yet. Yeah, we don't have that many. So, up here, it's your locker. As you can see, there's only 20 spots. There are multiple lockers throughout. Some share. So like one in this town might share with the other town, but there might be another locker in the other town that doesn't share. As someone that came back after several years, I can tell you it's important to know what you have where. So we'll close that. And you can see when you do step on it, around your countless number of lockers, yet one alone has your name on the front. As you approach, your foot strikes a pressure plate in the floor and your locker door opens. So if there was something in there, it would show there. Okay. All right, 21. Now's a good time to try your twig. Either click the twig button, this one, or drag and drop the twig on the floor. This will teleport you back to the spot where you set the twig. So if you're in a tight jam or you got lost, throw the twig down. You feel dizzy as if a tornado grabbed you, and you're back to where you created it. Very useful item. There are areas where it does not work, though. All right, let's go upstairs. There we go. All right. This floor of the school allows you to dedicate to a class. The available classes to start with are fighter, martial artist, mentalist, healer, and thief. Okay, let's go over here. So you can see they have little letters on them. This tells you which one is which here. So A is the fighter, B is the mentalist, C is the healer, D is the thief, and E is the martial artist. Unless you are an advanced player, you should dedicate to one of the classes here. Walk up to each class NPC to get the description. When you decide on the class, click the blue identity box and dedicate. We recommend the fighter. I'm going to choose the fighter. I like the mentalist, magic-based. Martial artist is like a fighter, but he does not wear as much armor. Like I said, you can just go up to each one and like right here it says fighters are a good class for beginning players. In addition, skilled fighters of virtue often become paladins later in their career. Strength is important to the fighter. When he says of virtue, there is an alignment system in here. So let's see if I can bring it up. So command shows stats. Here we go. All right. So strength 16, agility 18, willpower 13, intelligence 14. So this gives you the stats you rolled, your health. My luck is amazing. It was a 17. I'm a level 1 member of the Merchant Brotherhood because I don't have a class. I can move 3 spaces. I am good with good tendencies. If you kill neutral characters and other players, you will slowly shift to evil with evil tendencies. And that will slow you down because you go to towns and the alarm will sound and the towns members will attack you. So keep that in mind. So like I said, we're going to dedicate to the fighter. So it'll bring up this one. So these are the different skills. Thievery, martial artist, mentalist. Is this pickpocket? Sometimes it pops up, but it might be only. Yeah, brewing. I don't know if that's even used. Climbing. These 2 skills, I don't know if they use them anymore. These are the different weapons. This is with a shield. So we're going to go ahead and dedicate here. Welcome to the Brotherhood of the Fighter. So you can assess. This will tell you. So you select the skill, you hit assess, but you got to pay. He's not just going to tell you. So 50 coins will tell you what your skill level is. It'll show up here in percentages. It's better to just skill train because even if you don't gain anything, it still pops up here. Class train, that's will get you new abilities as you level up in that class. So if you go to show skills, this will tell you. Oh, does this not move? I guess it doesn't. All right, so for longsword, for most of these skills, I have a 1. No skill in brewing, no skill in climbing. These are 1s. I have no skill in any of these. So thievery, martial artist, mentalist, healer, brewing, climbing, polearm. I have a short sword, so it gave me 3 already, I guess. And then Usagi Otaku is an extremely young level 1 fighter. There is age. You can die of old age. You get to ancient. You'll have to find youth potions. It's one of those things, if you're not sure, ask someone to help you. Someone might have one. Someone might be able to take you where you can find one and help you find one. It can be a very friendly game as long as you are nice and not just demanding. But that's pretty much any game. Alright, so let's go here. Can we go through the door? No? Can we open the door? Alright, so yeah, this is the open. This is close. So when you click on it, it shows that. You have the command in the command box that you can't see. You can just hit escape if you don't want to use that particular command. Alright. You can open and close doors by clicking the open close door buttons. This turns your cursor to door. Now click on an adjacent door. You can also type open north or close north. Valid directions are north, south, east, and west. The door will never be at an angle, so you don't have to worry about northeast, northwest, and all that. So let's go ahead and close north. And you can, luckily, you can just put the shorthand. You don't have to type out the whole direction. All right. There are 2 main areas in which your character can advance: experience level and skill level. These are discussed in the next room. This is your experience here. As you defeat creatures in combat, you'll gain experience points, and when you gain enough, you can gain level and more health points. So you get your HP here. You can change it to a percentage, or basically a percentage display, or just see the straight numbers. MP, as you can see, as a fighter, I don't have any. In addition, when you use a skill such as axe, thieving, or mentalism, you gain skill points towards your next skill level. Skills give you expertise and is often considered more important than experience level. It is. Because the higher your skill level, the more abilities you will have. Although this might help you determine if you're going to live or not. Level is important for some equipment requires a certain level to use. When you can afford it, use your trainer to buy some training in the skill you want. This will speed your advancement to that skill. And to view skills, click show on the pull down menu, then skills. So we already did that. But you can see there's lots of other things. Show what's on the counter, brew. I don't know how this works. So, and then these some advanced things down here we're not going to worry about right now. Alright, some more tiles. Sometimes you want to form a party, a group of other adventurers. This allows you to divide XP and skill fairly evenly and grant some party bonuses as well. To form a party, you need at least one other player nearby. To do this, type party create X, where X is any party name you choose. For instance, if you want a party name of Trollsbane, type party create Trollsbane. So you don't actually have to have anyone else nearby. And there we go, we're in a party. Now if we go here, show, party, there I am. It's my class, it'll show you everyone's class, show you the level, how much health and energy points everyone has, percentage based. You can change the party name, you can leave the party here, party abilities. Oh wow. So you get leadership points as the leader of the party, and you can spend them to increase things. And as you can see, there are lots of choices. Okay. Now someone needs to join your party. The next player types party join X, where X is the name of the party. So in the first example, someone else would type party join Trollsbane, and you would have to be within sight. So like if they were here, they couldn't join, but if they were here, they could, because they can see you. So yeah, this does have sight. So as you can see, get closer, you can see into this room. All right. If a player moves far from the party, he is considered to have left the party. The creator of the party can also disband a party by typing party break. So that's the command. Bang. All right. You'll remember. Oh, did I type that right? You're a member of the Trollsbane party. Average party level is 1. Fellow players 1. The party's been disbanded. Okay. It shows you all that information before it breaks it. All right. We're going up. Now that you've dedicated to a class, you're ready to try your hand in combat. Here we'll teach you some of the basics and some survival techniques. These instructions apply best to fighter. Yep. First, make sure you are armed. You should have a weapon in your right hand and some light armor. Very light. To check the armor you're wearing, click the body button, which we already did, brought this up, on the right of your face and above your left hand. Below. Like I said, they haven't updated this in a while. Attack red tagged creatures since they are hostile. Blue tagged NPCs are sellers and questers. If the identity box is white tagged, this is a player or non-hostile NPC. You shouldn't attack blue or white tagged characters. A red-blue-white tagging refers to the color of the line on the creature's identity box. The box also shows carried armament, while the heart displays an approximation of the percentage of health points it has remaining. To attack, click the attack button, first button, it's already active. You are now in attack mode, then click on the red tagged identity box of a hostile creature. When you score a hit, you'll see the result here. Also watch as the red heart of your opponent drops as it is damaged. When you score a kill, the corpse of the creature lies on the ground. You can search corpses by standing over a corpse and clicking the search button. This one. Any treasure will appear in the ground window. You can drag and drop the treasure into your sack. Keep in mind what you've learned about combat so far. You're about to test your skills in combat with a kobold. Get ready. So we're going to go close this door just to be nice. Gold plate. I think my internet's being slow. There we go. Alright, keep in mind, to fight the kobold, go upstairs. Keep in mind what you learned about so far. You're about to test your skills in combat with the kobold. Get ready to fight. So let's go up. There's the kobold. Let's go here. If no kobold is here, he's probably just been recently killed. If you want to fight it, you can wait a few minutes and he should show up. As you can see, it says he is blocked by my short sword. He misses. He hits with a dagger. We lost 4 health. So you can see what he's got basically equipped. Shows his full equip and his health. So we're getting hit. Let's go ahead and hit him back. He did quite a bit of damage. He did 7, so he doesn't have much, like 10 damage, 10 health. He's dead. So we get 30 experience points. This is your health, pluses and minuses. We'll search. He had 1 gold. So you see we had 0, now it's 1. It automatically puts the gold into your pouch, which is very useful. So you can take this. You can look at it. It is a steel dagger. Okay, it's probably not as good as a short sword. It's a cloak. You're looking at a small wool cloak. The item is in average condition. So we can equip that actually. You see? So you can wear 1 armor and 2 cloaks, unless you're a martial artist, in which case you can wear 3 cloaks. I'm not sure if a fighter can wear 2 different armors. Alright, so we've killed him. We'll go up here. Now that you've finished your first lesson in combat, we'll give you a few advanced survival tips. If you die, you have a couple of options. You can type restore. This will resurrect you in town. At higher levels, you will lose a con point for doing this, but restoring is quite safe for you now. A better way to restore is to have a friend pick up your corpse, carry it to the healer, and drop it at his feet. That way you won't lose a con point. When you're more experienced, you might try to convert a good fighter to the Paladin Brotherhood, or you might start a new character as a barbarian, but you'll have to find the barbarian trainer first. Good luck. You peer into the dark chute, muffled voices and sounds of the city filter upwards. So, as you can see, we got 530 experience from that combat. This will drop you into the game. It's nothing dangerous. So, this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys saw something that you enjoyed. I know it was a bit long, but this is a game I like to play. It's something that's not like super fast paced, and something can be relaxing, but it does have its moments for fast paced. You can see, you can hear these characters yelling, they're selling something, and this is the beginning area. So this drops you into the town of Newark. You see over here, there's all sorts of stuff everywhere. And if you had just gone down the stairs, you would have been right here. But thanks everyone. This, as I said, this is Usagi Otaku going over the Kingdom of Drakkar in our MMO introduction. I hope you saw something and try it out. See if you like it. It's enjoyable. I've played a MUD before just for fun, and I enjoyed that too. Thanks guys. I'm going to hop out. Bye.